Palumbo standing here with Mark Anthony, our IFBB Pro Men's Physique champion here in Pittsburgh tonight. 6 pro victory, Mark. You have the Olympia championship from last year. You're the man to beat in that men's physique division. These guys are gunning for you, but you've seem to be putting them down and winning these shows. Talk to me a little bit about the pressure you're feeling now, or is there any pressure?
You know, Dave, like you said, the field now in men's physique on the pro level is a no joke. It's the real deal. You know, all the guys come out here looking like steel, and like you said, they're coming after me because everybody wants to be a champion, and everybody wants that Olympia champion. What I've had to do is, you know, pay close attention to details. I know what my strengths and my weaknesses are, and I know what it takes, you know, to get there. I'm not going to reveal my secrets to these guys, but what I do know is that there's a lot of dangerous guys out there, and this brings happiness to me because it shows that our culture in this division is growing, you know, which means it's good for the business, it's good for the culture, it's just good for all of us, you know. But I'm really happy that I came here to Pittsburgh, and I'm still the Pittsburgh Pro champion, you know.
Well, you know, it's interesting because, you know, you look at Jason Poston, and I actually liked him on stage. I thought he had a lot, but you know what? He is a little big, and it's hard, I'm sure, in the men's physique mind. As bodybuilders, we always want to be bigger, 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 but there's a limit. They don't want the guys too big.
This is just it. You know, I have the ability to look bigger as well.
I'm sure.
You know?
How do you temper yourself?
Well, the thing is, it's like a mind game, and that's where you really need to depend on the eyes of your coach and my manager. You know, JM Mannion has been, you know, giving me great direction on where I should be and what I should be looking like. And of course, George Farrar has been working with me for 4 years. He said, you know, listen, they're going to expect you potentially to come in here looking big and comfortable because you're the Olympia champion, right. But we are going to come in looking sharp. Small waist, round shoulders and chest, nothing too much. We're going to be within that criteria, and with your symmetry and lines, you're going to expose everyone else's weaknesses. Jason Poston, Michael Anderson, 2 phenomenal athletes.
It's a coin toss at some point.
Honestly, it's like, you know, if I place behind one of those guys, it's still a pleasure because they're so good. But I knew that they probably thought I was coming in going to be big, you know, and they played that game. But I always remember that I'm a men's physique pro, not a bodybuilder anymore.
It's wise words. Now, when you're standing backstage and before you go out and you're looking at other guys, and you're like, "Holy shit! Maybe I'm not that big enough, or something like that, or maybe I'm too big." Or I mean, what goes through your head? Do you just try to focus on what you're doing?
Yeah, I try to focus on what I'm doing. To be honest, I really didn't know who was competing in the contest because, you know, I'm 34, and my way of thinking is a little bit different. I'm just focused on what I have to do to encourage younger guys to be their best coming up in the NPC because they're watching what I'm doing, you know. So I really focused on my training and what I had to do to be the best here today.
Let me ask you this question, because you're known for your hair. There's actually guys I see all the time that are actually copying your hair. Will at any point will you say to yourself, you know what, it's time for me to make another statement and I'll change, and you're going to change your hair, or is this something you're going to stick with because it brought you good luck?
You know what, it has, luck has never been a friend of mine, but it seems like my hair has given me an identity because I can go to different cities now and be recognized by people that I'm like, it's bizarre, you know?
From the hair, you think?
I think it's from my hair, because sometimes when it's out of braids, I tie it back in like a bun, and people don't recognize me. Like, it's funny because I was talking to Dennis James. He was in Vegas, and I was talking to him, and he was looking at me like, "Who is this guy?"
Oh, he didn't recognize you.
He didn't recognize me. So he told me, he goes, "Don't ever come up to me with a ponytail and a chubby face," you know. So, but you know, I do have thoughts of, you know, cutting my hair. I want sometimes I wish I could have a little bit more of a sophisticated look, but you know what? This is what God has given me.
It works for you.
This is what God has given me. The tools that God has given me right now is working, and I'll surprise you guys. I have a plan.
I like surprises.
Yeah.
One more thing. The Olympia coming up in September. Will we see you on any shows before that, or is this it until the Olympia?
My commitment was to the Pittsburgh Pro and to the Olympia, and I'm just looking forward to having a really, really amazing camp and prep for the Olympia. I want to come back. I want to defend my title in Vegas, my hometown, and I want to, you know, be very impressive.
Well, you were very impressive tonight. Mark Anthony, our champion here at the IFBB Pittsburgh Championships. For now, I'm Dave Palumbo, rxmuscle.com.